everyone, welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to do this quick video because I've been getting lots of the same questions about the Flexihand, and instead of like writing long answers to the questions, I thought I would do this video, explain as much as I can and answer as much of those questions as I can, and then if anyone asks, I can just link this video and it's just going to save me a lot of time and effort. I do like an easy life. So when you buy one of these hands, you will get these square full well tips in the fingers already. I took mine out and I never used them, which I'm quite pleased about because I can show you them in the hand. So they are in the thumb, there's a size 1. In the index finger and the ring finger, there's a size 5. In the middle finger there's a size 4, and on the pinky it's a size 8. Or those are the ones that I've put in the nails now. I can't remember if that's where they were when I bought it, but that's where I've put them in, and they fit nice and snug. So but I'm gonna use these are gonna act as the hand's natural nails, okay? So there we go. We've got a hand, we've got natural nails, blah, 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 blah. I have gone over the free edge. I've just sort of filed the free edge just to make the fingernails a little bit more round. But you're going to prep the nails as you normally would. So we're going to remove the surface shine using my buffer. I don't know how the index finger managed to, the fingernail, the tip managed to snap in half. I don't know what I've done. But you can see, look, the fingers move nice and freely as if they were normal fingers. I'm etching the fingernails now. So they move really nicely. They're not sort of solid. They're nice and, what's the word? Malleable? Is that the right word? I don't know. I'll stop trying to use these big words. It's probably not even a big word. So I'm going to clean the nails now with some isopropyl alcohol. This will also dehydrate the nail, but we don't have to worry about that because obviously they're not real nails, but you know, you can pretend because you want to make sure you get your prep right, etc. Then obviously you would obviously dehydrate and prime and whatever, but we can't do that with these. So look, I've let it snap right in half. Don't, that's not good, is it? But I'm only going to sculpt one nail, but I'm going to show you. So these, I've got some natural coloured full well square tips in my drawer that I had. I don't know, I think I got them for my course. But if you want it, if you train with tips, you'll just use these on top of the other tips that are acting as the natural nail. So you just put your glue in your well, and then I just dab out some of the glue or whatever, tap some of the excess glue off, and then you just adhere it to the nail as if it were a natural nail. See what I mean? So then once that's stuck, this is me pretending to blend the tip. So just go ahead and blend the tip to the natural nail, and then you can just go ahead and, you know, do your acrylic overlay. But I am not trained in tips, so I'm going to show you how I would use the Flexihand if I were to sculpt. So you need some sellotape, and all you're going to do is wrap the tape. You want to make sure it's nice and snug because you don't want it moving around, but this is a little bit tricky because nothing other than dust and glitter likes to really stick to the silicone finger. Oh, and gold leaf, doesn't it? That likes to stick on it. That was a pain in the arse. So all you're going to do is put some sellotape around each of the fingers where you're going to obviously attach your form, because you need your form to stick to something. So just make sure the tape is nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all the nails. And then you're going to obviously want to take your form. I get these forms from eBay or AliExpress. I literally just find where's the cheapest. Just type in nail forms, and you'll just get like a load of options. So you literally just apply the form to the finger like you would a natural nail. The stockists for these, you can purchase, you don't have to buy a full hand, you can buy the Flexifinger, which is literally a stand like I've got here, but it has one finger on it, which is why it's called the Flexifinger. If you buy the Flexifinger, you'll also get a spare finger to go with it. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah, so you'll get a spare thing. Right, yes, that's right. So I'm just now going to go ahead and sculpt out my free edge like I would on a normal fingernail using clear acrylic. And then I will go ahead and add a clear base to my natural nail. So this will give us something to file down to, even though we don't need to do this with the Flexihand because we can just pop the nail out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I've got my clear base there that I can now go ahead and work on. So I'm gonna just take some I'm the One acrylic from Glam and Glitz. This is gonna be my base colour for the nail. And I've got some Dewberry glitter from Nail Sugar, which I've not used yet, but it's so nice, so I thought I'd just use it on this finger. So I'm just gonna basically work over the clear base as if that were my tip, like what I usually do on my YouTube videos. I'm going to tell you now about stockists. So if you're in the UK, as far as I know, there might be more, but I only know of 3 stockists in the UK. Nailcessities, Aces and Dolls, and Chinties. I will leave the links all in the description box below, so you can go ahead and, you know, have a look. If you are not in the UK and you want to purchase one of these, you'll need to go to www.theflexifinger.com.au. Again, the link will be in the description box below. That's from the Flexifinger directly from Australia, and Sharon ships to anywhere in the world. But obviously, if you're in the UK, you might as well use a UK stockist. So I'm just going over that glitter now with the, no I'm not, I'm just going over that acrylic now with the Dewberry glitter. I was going to do like a fade, but then I decided just to shove, like just cover the whole nail in glitter because, oh, I love glitter. It does things to me. I think I've said that before. So I'm just going to now go ahead and cap the nail. And then I will show you the filing. What else do I need to tell you? Right, the stiletto tips that I buy, I get from, people keep asking me where I buy those from. Again, I just buy from eBay or AliExpress, and all I do is I search for long stiletto tips, and you'll get like loads of options come up. Usually I can get a bag of about 500 for about £3 from China or AliExpress, you know, somewhere like that. They don't have to be, you don't have to pay masses for them, but obviously though, if you do buy them from AliExpress or from a like a Chinese seller on eBay, you will have to wait up to about 4 weeks, I think, for them to arrive.
I want some juice.
Okay, darling.
I do.
Can't remember what I was saying. Tips. Yeah, so if you buy them from AliExpress or like a Chinese seller on eBay, you will have to wait obviously about 4 weeks for them to arrive. But I usually make sure that I stock up before I've actually run out. So you can see I'm filing the nail, and it does have a tendency to wiggle out a little bit, but I am a little bit rough with mine. I'm not e-file trained, but I'm just going to show you that you can use your e-file with it as well. Yeah, so I'm not, obviously, this is not an e-file tutorial, disclaimer. I just want to get off some of that bulk. So you can see when you're using your e-file, it stays in nicely. So, and look, you can move it around, just make sure, just, you know, to check that your shaping is good. And you can turn it around and stuff. It's got a really good, the stand that it comes on, it's got several little wheels that you can tighten or loosen to make the hand move around. I would thoroughly I would bloody thoroughly recommend this hand over, and I've not used them, so I kind of am a little bit biased, but to be honest, I've been so happy with this one that I don't think that I ever want to or need to buy one of the other hands. So I'm just again going over with my file. So I'm gonna, this is the worst part when I buff, because I think I'm like really buff it really quickly. I mean, this is obviously sped up a little bit, but I do buff quite quickly, so it did want to pop out and stuff, but it's not really bad. So again, I'm just gonna, I don't know why yes, I did wipe over with alcohol. What am I on about? So, you know, make sure your shaping's good and stuffs. I don't know that I've got anything else that I need to tell anyone. Oh, I can guarantee I've bloody forgotten something. I'm going to go over with Nail Kami's No Wipe Top Coat. Love this one. Stockist, I've said. Where I get my tips, I've said. How to sculpt on it, I've said. How to use tips, I've just sort of explained that. I think that's it. We're gonna, the fingers do pop off as well, look, pop, so you know, you don't have to stick the whole hand in the lamp if you're just doing one nail. There we go. So yeah, that is it. And then when you finish, you just pop it out, so you can see how far that nail goes in. You can just pop it out and just start again. You don't have to soak off or file down to your clear base. I mean, it's just so easy, in my opinion. So the stiletto tips I use, I'm just going to get one in a minute. When I use these, this is a size 3 that I put in this middle finger. I don't push them all the way in because the nail then loses some of its length. So when I do these on my video, sometimes I will pull them out the nail slightly just to make them a little bit longer, and then obviously if I were to file that would come out a lot. But if you don't want them wriggling around, I suggest that you put the full well tips in, and then work on that. So yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave me a like, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.